you know, you've made comments in the past about the women here in the UK, especially the black women, that you don't find them particularly attractive.
I said no. I never said. I've never said.
You said the majority of them.
I never said.
Don't find particularly attractive.
Okay. Let me clarify. I've never said black women are unattractive.
You said the majority of the black women in the UK.
What I'm saying before you jump in. I've never said black women are unattractive as a blanket statement. I said there's a lot of black women who they have nice bodies, but they're not necessarily pretty in the face.
So is there a vast difference between that and what I just said?
There are black women that are pretty as well. The majority of women in any race are going to be average to below average. The majority is always like that.
Okay, so let's take that as
beautiful. That's why when any man gets a beautiful woman, no matter what color she is, that's why it's such a good. It's so seen as sought after, because it's the minority of women. So if I say that about black women, it's really irrelevant, because that's how it is for all races.
Well, no, it's very much relevant, because, as you say, men are visual creatures and they date who they're attracted to. Now, going back to you, and I hope you don't mind if I use you personally.
Hold on. You didn't even acknowledge what I just said.
No, I'm not acknowledging it, because I'll tell you the reason why. It's not based in reality, because going back to what you said, what you have said yourself, and through your own actions, I think you said you returned to the UK in 2017, and since that time, it would appear, I don't know your life, that you haven't really dated black women. You've dated, or you've messed around with white women, and you've mentioned that you've also messed with mixed race women, which is very common in the UK. So I don't know why you're trying to keep up this facade that black women should try to maintain a monoracial society, when it's just not.
First of all,
not something that you want either.
Oh, Sherlock Holmes, bro, you are speculating. You don't actually know. How can you make so many points and so many assumptions and so many conclusions based on things that you don't even know is true or not?
I'm doing it based on what you said.
Listen, let me tell you one thing. The vast majority of women I've ever been with has been black.
In the States.
Not mixed race.
Correct. In the States, in the United States.
No, in the UK as well. Jesus Christ. What the hell? What is this?
Well, you know, this is news to me. This is the first time.
Yes, so maybe you should know. Then maybe a smart person would ask and not assume, or try and nip from the little snippets you've heard here and there.
Even during your commentary, you regularly say that you date.
Stop talking over me. I'll just mute you, innit? I'm telling you now, innit? Stop talking over me. The smart thing someone would do is ask. Then you can make an educated assumption, conclusion, or whatever. But you've seen this video here, you've taken this bit. You've seen this video here, you've taken this bit. Oh, so by what I've heard so far, blah 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 blah. No, the smart thing would be to ask me, bruv.
Well, you know, you can take this as me asking you now, because from all the videos that I've seen, especially, I don't know, the recent or the last 10, whenever you've commented, you've said that you've dated or you've messed around with white women, and so you have no issue with other people that do. And you've also said that, you know, you've been in relationships with MR, mixed race women. So, you know, my conclusion from those last 10 or so videos that I've seen is that that's your preference, which is fine. But I don't think you should go around encouraging.
Listen. So 10 videos is meant to be my whole life. Listen to what you're saying.
Well, maybe you should change your own narrative when you're speaking.
No, maybe you need to go back to my older videos then, because my life didn't start in 2017. Like, what is this? Like, you're not being serious. So let's just move from that, because you're obviously just not gonna be. You're just gonna stay disingenuous about that. But the fact of the matter is, the majority of women I've been with and I've been attracted to have been black women, black girls. Girls darker than me. Yes. So please, like, before you make trying to make all these conclusions, evaluations, you're wrong. Number two, yeah, you have still ignored the fact that I said that the majority of women in any ethnic group are going to be average to below average. That's why when women are attractive, it is so sought after and so valued, because the beauty, like actual beauty, like a woman that's exceptionally beautiful, that is not in the majority. It's not even 50%. Like, but
Right.
you're ignoring that. You're saying that it doesn't matter because I don't even know. I don't even know what you're saying. Like, you're just ignoring it.
Well, the thing is,
I've said the exact fact for in the black community. Now it's a problem. But if I was to say, oh, the majority of white women are average to below average, I'm sure you wouldn't have a problem with that.
I'm not saying that the majority of black women are above average or whatever it is. I don't know what point you're trying to make. The point
No,
I'm trying to make is based on what you've said out of your own mouth.
yes, and that's
Now,
what I've said. So what do you mean that you don't know what point I'm
well,
trying to make?
well, you know,
Your point is based on what I've said, and what I've said then is the same as what I'm saying now. How are you not understanding that? It's the same point. Before I said
well,
there's not that many black women that are really pretty. The majority of them, they have nice bodies, but they're not that pretty.
well, you
Yeah?
say you
And
you
now
didn't contextualize that, did you?
I'm saying the majority of women in general, no matter what race, the majority of them are average to below average. It's basically the same thing.
You didn't follow it up with that before. You didn't contextualize it, and that's why I came to that conclusion. And that's
But
your fault.
doesn't it go to the, isn't it the same thing though?
Well, no, because you said singularly that the majority of black women that you come across, they don't have a very nice face, but they have a nice body.
I'm sure I've said it before. The majority of women walking around are not all that. I know I've said that before, but you've missed that. Because the majority of women on this planet are not beautiful, bruv. They're not 8s and 9s and 10s. That's a small percentage. The majority of women in general are average to below average. That's why average even exists. Average exists because that's the majority. That's the run of the mill. That's what you usually will see. So
Well, I
because
mean,
I didn't say that, and I said that about black people within the black community, you've got a problem with it. This is ridiculous.
well, I mean, I heard you say that singularly, and it's only today that I've heard you say this other comment about, the majority of people or women in general. Now, if you had just said that to start with, and put it into context, then that would have been a lot more straightforward. But now I understand, and I appreciate what you're saying.